frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. Right off the bat, here's Pickett to throw it. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Down the sideline he goes. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tony Pollard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. You look at this Steeler defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. The Cowboys at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line.
There he goes, right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle now with Stewart. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing. Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Running right, a handoff to Stewart. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. This is Stewart again. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It's a keeper with Prescott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 75 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle. You look at this Cowboy defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. He'll take it up the gut. Dancing away at the 35. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Pittsburgh.
7-7, our score after one. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Off play action. Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Boswell for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Stewart on first down. And he stopped immediately there.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second and 10.
Now Prescott.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Bryce Hall. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, second and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
On first and 10, it's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now a second and 2. Now Pickett.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
Looking to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Pickett back to throw.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Escaping the... And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Boswell's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here we go, 46, 26.
They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Delayed handoff. This is Stewart. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
To throw is Prescott.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
Here we go, shot.
Pickett now on first down. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Pickett. Going across the formation, he finds Fryermuth.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Pickett.
Flushed out right.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
2nd down and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Another run for Stewart. He's been busy.
Taken down at the 47-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Here's Prescott.
That is caught. Schoonmaker.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Kill!
Here's Stewart up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Toss right side to Stewart. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
132 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Gets this out wide to Pickens.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
He'll look to throw.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That has lots of leg behind it. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way we do.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
148 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They'll run with Pollard.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The handoff comes to Stewart. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas 1st down.
Here we go. Kill.
Here's Prescott. A dump off here to Stewart. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Now a handoff. This is Stewart. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go back to Stewart on 1st. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
The 26-yard line.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54.
Up the middle now with Stewart. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, they run with Stewart. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing, Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Jake Ferguson.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Pollard will take it up the gut.
Good footwork at the 30. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That's caught. It's Austin left side.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Pickett. This one finds Austin outright.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Steelers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott now.
And oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
On the draw, it's Vaughn. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Good gain there on 1st down. And keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Going to run again here with Pollard.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Okay, ready? Hey, check that. Straight. Check up.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Pittsburgh, it'll